Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today's video, I'm so excited. The day I filmed this video, I was so excited that all of you knew on Snapchat. I'm with the lovely Omabelle. She's here.
You're making me shy. I'm shy.
Why are you shy?
I'm shy. Man, let me come and be going.
I beg, stay there. We already filmed one for her channel already. We did the Would You Rather tag.
Yeah.
So you guys should please go and check that out after you finish watching this video. But I'm so happy that Omabelle is here. So we're going to be doing this tag, and it's just a Nigerian tag. You guys must have seen this tag.
I've seen
before. People have done it before, but you've not seen me and Omabelle do it before. So it's me and Omabelle this time around. So just keep watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video because it's very interesting.
Yeah, I know.
So if you want to see us answer the questions to the Nigerian tag, I also naked myself. So if you want to see us answer the questions to the Nigerian tag, please keep watching. So the first question is, what is your Nigerian name? Your full name. Give us your full name.
My full name is I OmabelleTV.
Hey.
Because Ifeoma is actually a name my parents gave me, but then my grandmother, she's just into, like, whenever a newborn comes into the family, she has this special local. But the annoying thing is local. I don't know where she comes up with.
But those names are really unique. I really like them because
true.
there's a lot of thought and love has gone into it,
That's
not the conventional Chama.
Like this Omabelle, it actually helped me a lot with carving out my YouTube name.
Yeah.
So sometimes when she's still alive, you know, and sometimes when I think about her and think about my YouTube name, you know, the two names Omabelle, and then I was able to carve out Omabelle from it. So yeah, so my name is Ifeoma Omabelle.
Oh, that's a nice name. Okay, my own is very conventional. Chidimma. Uzamaka.
Oh my god.
Uzamaka is actually a name that they give a lot of firstborn girls. Like there's actually, I feel like So there's like an 80% chance that anybody who you see that is an Uzamaka is probably a first child. Yeah. So it's Chidimma Umeh, and Uzamaka literally translates to.
It's like something good.
The road is good or something. Right. So it kind of makes sense.
Right.
That parents
into the
name
family
first children. That.
Uzamaka. That's good. That's a beautiful name. And do you have any English name?
No. My father will ask you, what is the meaning?
Oh my god.
Like that is that Igbo. He doesn't believe in all these English names. Like none of my siblings.
Street Igbo name.
Yeah, so Uzamaka is my name, and then Uzamaka is my baptismal name, I think.
Okay.
And then Chidimma is like my normal name. Wow. So we don't have English names in my house.
Oh wow, that's good. That's good.
The second one is, were you born in Nigeria?
Oh yes, Enugu, Nigeria. Oh, babe. Oh, you know the funny thing, when I learned you were also, you know, you lived in Enugu, I was like, thumbs up if you're from 142, like seriously, honestly.
It's the same really. We are both born in Enugu. I was born in Enugu, raised
Nigeria,
in Enugu.
Everything.
I did like at a point in my life I actually thought I would not leave Enugu.
It was the same thing with me too, because there's just something about Enugu that it just draws you so. I can't explain it. It's so homely.
Yeah. And I feel like if you grew up there, it's not like geographically it's not small. But it has a very small town feel to it. So that's the thing. I grew up in Enugu and I was born in Enugu. So
but the funny thing, when I entered university, I wanted to go away because of the fact that I've been in Enugu. So I think my first one was Unilag or Uniben. But then I think my first jam, I failed or something, so I had to enter for the second one, and then I had to put Unizik. So the only thing that took me away from Enugu was Anambra State, where I went to Unizik.
Do you know the funny thing is that I refused to apply for uni anywhere. Like that's how much I loved Enugu at a point.
Oh my god, that was when you went to Nsukka, right?
I actually didn't go to Nsukka. I went to the one in Enugu campus.
Wow.
Yeah, but I didn't like. That was where at a point in my life I thought I was going to die everything in Enugu.
Wow. But it must be difficult coming out from Enugu to Lagos.
No, it wasn't really, because I feel like you go to a point and then the more you grow, the more things you begin to want. For example, what I wanted to do in my life, I just couldn't see myself doing it in Enugu, so I had to.
Right.
The third one is, what's your favorite Nigerian movie?
I really don't have a favorite Nigerian movie. I have a lot, but I really don't have like a favorite one, you know? Right. I don't have a favorite one.
My favorite Nigerian movie is definitely The Wedding Party. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. Like, a lot of people love it now. I feel like if you ask a lot of people, that's probably what they're going to
And the funny thing is, my cousins, they've referred me, like, they said you have to go see the movie. But it's not on Iroko TV on YouTube.
It's on Netflix now, I think.
I see. Okay, I'll definitely have to check it out.
It's really good. It's comedy. It's just like one of those things I feel like if you finish watching it, you would want like other Nigerian like movies to kind of follow suit. Yeah, so you want them to like just keep the pace up with what they've
definitely maybe set a high
standard. Yes. Kemi Adetiba was the director. I love, if you know me, I love Kemi Adetiba. So she did a really good job. So I really like the movie.
Yeah, I'll definitely check it out for sure.
The fourth one is, what's your favorite Nigerian song?
If by Davido. That's my favorite. Like, I love that.
You know, the thing is, I love that song too, but this song has been around for a while. But then Leg Over by Easy, I started loving Leg Over as well. Lyrics, I think, my baby give me leg over.
Well, I've not heard that one. Is it
hand
new?
Over?
I think I've heard it.
I love it.
Oh my god,
it's really nice. The thing about Easy is that his songs are like they're not very upbeat. They're very chill, cool. But then I'm telling you, this song, like the rhythm that it has, it's really good. So my current favorite is Leg Over by Easy.
Definitely, I will check that out.
The fifth one is, what's your favorite Nigerian food?
Oh my gosh, oha soup with apple nkoro. Like, oh my god, just give me that and I'm done for the day. Oha soup with apple, like that's fufu.
For me, it's actually really similar. For me, it's onubu soup with fufu. You see all these Igbo soups that they use cocoyam to thicken.
With what is it called? With ogili.
On oporoko and Lord please. I love onubu soup so much. And then they go so well with apple, like that's fufu. They go so well with fufu.
Right.
But then if you're like conscious of like weight and all of that, oatmeal, I like to use oatmeal to eat it, but then onubu soup, bitter leaf soup. Onubu soup is actually bitter leaf soup.
Right.
So nice.
Wow.
And then abacha as well, because you guys know that I love abacha. Some of you are going to call me out. So I love abacha as well.
But it's when it's well made. Like sometimes when I make abacha by myself, it doesn't really taste like,
as good,
especially when I eat it from an Enugu people. Oh my god, forget it for them.
See, like,
oh my god,
when it comes to onubu and oha, maybe Anambra, but abacha, Enugu abacha is the best abacha that you ever eat.
Perfect, just perfect.
The sixth one is, when was the last time you were in Nigeria?
I'm in Nigeria presently. I'm in Nigeria. I came back for Easter.
And then it also says, how many times have you been to Nigeria?
I come to Nigeria once in every 3 years, of which we want to make it like frequently. We want to try and make it every
once year.
Once a year, like once a year we come to Nigeria.
You guys know that I live in Nigeria.
This
question is technically not for me. I live in Nigeria, so yeah. The seventh one is, what tribe are you from?
Igbo.
We are both Igbo.
Sometimes Igbo and Igbo. I think Yoruba people call them Igbo.
Yeah, they say Igbo, but you know the proper pronunciation is Igbo.
Igbo. That's IBO.
IGBO.
But how come people always call it IBO?
You know that the thing is that it's the same problem we have with spellings across a lot of places. Like you come to Anambra, Oka is spelled AWKA. These are all spellings that they kind of formed before they created the Igbo alphabet. That's what it was.
So it's sometimes
so they kind of substituted with what they had. So you see Oka that is spelled OKA using the Igbo alphabet system. The English people spelled it as AWKA because we didn't have the Igbo alphabet. Not Igbo, we say Igbo all the time, but we didn't have the Igbo alphabet at the time. So Igbo, and that's what you also get in a lot of writing. But Igbo is the proper pronunciation.
Even in school, we always do Igbo subjects like IGPO.
It's Igbo
subjects.
Say something in your tribal language.
Nah, man. Oh my god. They always like to put nah man.
Nah man is a common slang that we use in the southeast. Imakwandaibo. Like Imakwandaibo.
Igbo kayaka. That's that thing they normally say Igbo Amaka.
That's actually kind of a new slang, I think.
Right,
yeah,
right.
They use it in a lot of
people start saying it
Igbo
now.
Amaka, yeah, Igbo Amaka. What do you like the most about Nigeria?
I love a lot of things about Nigeria, but you know, the fact that when you come here is just home. You know, because they will always tell you among all the beautiful places in the world, there is no place like home. It's just like when you're here, you know you're home. You know that homely feel, like
nothing.
I can't trade it for anything in the world. It's just so it makes me feel so good when I'm here. You know, because and then, another thing is the cultural value.
Yes,
you know,
we have
that value.
Yeah.
You know, in fact, man, you guys, that question is deep, but let's just leave it here.
Yeah, so for me, it's something similar to what she said as well. It's the fact that this is home. There's no second-class citizen. There's no trying to prove yourself. There's no struggling to like just have people understand you. This is a home. And that's my favorite thing about here, honestly. The 10th one is, what do you hate the most about Nigeria?
The politics. Our leaders. I really don't think, you know, they really think about us. Like, I don't know what it is. You know, at the beginning of every election, they promise all these sorts of things and they never, like, from one generation to the next. Sometimes I think about it, when is this savior going to come? Like, when is it going to end? Just one thing, like, when I think about Nigeria, when you're outside, you want to come home, and then when you're home, you want to leave. You know, it's not a good feeling.
How you feel completely. For me, it's really similar to what she has said. For me, it's the corruption. And I feel like it permeates into every sector here. And it's so easy for us to point at politicians and say, like, you know, it's them. But I've said this all the time, like, I feel like if everybody in Aso Rock should just wake up and repent. I feel like us, as Nigerians, we still have work to do. Because you get it everywhere. Even in small areas of public service, there's this who do you know involved. There's a level of politics, like corruption going on in just different sectors aside from government, and it's really, really frustrating. But
and the funny thing is, even when I finished university, before I traveled you know, out of the country, there's this, you know, thing of when you finish school, even people you graduated better with a better result, you will see them. They will be in high paying jobs, and like the funny thing, they even get job better than you. Like, you know, once they come out, it's all about who do you know. Who do you know?
The only thing I'm just grateful for is social media and technology. It's just giving us, we're a lot more vocal than we were a few years ago. Like I remember during the military regime, who are you to talk?
No.
Some of the things that we're saying on social media. Yes, Abacha.
That's true.
Some of the things you're saying on social media. Now you wouldn't even have tried it a few years ago. You wouldn't even have tried it. So at least we have that to be thankful for. There've been small situations where even, let's say, bills that have been passed in the house and they've been rejected for stupid reasons. Social media would put a lot of pressure on them, and then the bills are like looked at again. So at least social media is playing an important role in all of this.
So when you look at social media, it has the negative and the positive
side of it. So yeah. Do you have any Nigerian nicknames?
Ife. They always refer to people who like Ifeoma, Ife Yunwa as Ife. You know, right?
Like Dimma is actually not my full name. My name is actually Dimma. So like Dimma is kind of like a nickname that stuck to an extent. But then like my grandma calls me Mama, and then my aunties call me Mama. It depends. So we do this abbreviating thing a lot with names here in Nigeria. So yeah. So the 12th one is, what makes you different from other Nigerians?
That's a really deep-rooted question. What makes me different? No, I'm a Nigerian to the core. I don't think that, like, I'm Nigerian. Like, I don't even see anything, you know, different, you know.
To me too, like, there's no really obvious thing that, like, if you come and tell all of us to stand out in a line and say, if you're different, go this way, I'll probably stay where I'm at. But the thing is that I feel like compared to a lot of people, I just, like, the societal pressures a lot of people put. I've gotten to this stage in my life where I don't let it bother me anymore. Especially as a female, at a certain age, growing up in this living in this country.
That's true.
There's a lot of expectations that people just, there are things that if you're not doing at a certain age, a lot of people believe that you're not deserving of respect.
And they do it a lot with like marriage.
Yeah, the sexism and all that. And
then to this age, you're supposed to be married, you have to be in your family. And another thing is, if you're a successful single woman, they always see it like no man is gonna marry you. Like, who wrote that? Like, where is that, you know, scene?
If they even like see it, the thing is just that, like, I just feel like, and genuinely, I just don't let some things that people expect of me, where I'm at right now in my life, bother me. Because my own is that when you begin to like talk about this, I'm like,
for me,
I'm even grateful that I'm alive. I'm grateful that I'm walking with my
just
2 legs.
Everything.
Do you know what God has done for me? For me to come here and start thinking of I have a husband, I don't have a husband. You know, it's really sad because you would see women like when you begin to from 25 self, some people don't really want to celebrate birthdays anymore because it's not really that they don't want to celebrate it, but
because
like
they will say you're not.
There's a kind of there's a consciousness that comes with it. Do you understand? Birthdays, you're not even. Some people outside, they don't even do like very big celebrations. They're like, oh, I'm not married and I'm doing this. I look, you saw a tweet the other day with one guy saying, if you're 28 and you're not in your husband's house and you're celebrating party,
can you imagine
that you deserve to be insulted? I saw a tweet from a Nigerian man recently saying that.
So you will carry signboard and put in your head and marry me, like with signboard. What kind of thought?
I just feel like it's something a lot of us have to adopt. Anyways. Like, don't let what people expect of you at this point in your life like really bother you. You know yourself, you know your life, you know your plans, you know how far you've come. Just focus on that and not let. And that's what I've kind of done because I know I legit have friends that sometimes they put off this face saying it doesn't bother them, but then when you're talking to them, you know that this thing, especially when it's coming from family members who are supposed to love and understand it really hurts them deeply. So don't let these things bother you.
Definitely. Although me, you know, when it comes to this topic, I really don't have much to say because I got married at 22, you know, but like, come on, you're a woman, a man is meant to marry you, you're not supposed to go out and beg a man to marry you, you know. Like, yeah, that's one mentality, especially from our side, from Igbo side. I feel like, you know, it's more.
It's not just an Igbo thing. I think it goes across all the tribes. Yeah, right? Yeah. I think that there's an expectation. For girls. Like, it's sad to an extent because you make that person feel like they don't deserve the happiness they get at certain
and it might even get them more conscious, and that's what actually make most people end up in the wrong marriage.
Because you're so desperate
you know, they just want to get married.
You're so desperate, crazy. Like you're so desperate to just leave that. And I've seen it happen because like you make your home not a home for your female child. They are looking for the next place to enter, and then in most cases these decisions, they are not well thought out. They just run into these places because they just feel like they no longer have a place in your home. And then when it starts, because my own is that if you run and go there, all those people that force you go and marry.
That is
when they begin to use hammer to break your head, they'll tell you stay there, enjoy.
Like my younger cousins, I always tell them, remember when we're talking about marriage, you know, the people, they would always stay with you like throughout the wedding preparations, the tradition of the white wedding. But I bet you 1 week after your white wedding,
some of them are not even involved in the process. Some of them are not involved in the process. I've said this a few times that people here in Nigeria, they are looking forward to the wedding and not your actual marriage. Because at the end of that wedding, everybody packs their load and they go. Whatever you begin to see there, you're on your own.
That's it.
You're on your own.
That is
and then in this country, the probability that they're going to take a man's word for whatever it is that is going on and not yours, it is very high.
Very high.
So be very careful.
Very
That's
high.
my own.
That's it.
Do you speak your language?
Of course. Now.
Yes, we just spoke it now. We just spoke it now.
Well, sometimes I've actually EG, like sometimes I'm able tutorials on my channel. It's just
my one is I just feel like the reason why that one makes me nervous is I feel like what will I call makeup brush in Igbo? Do you speak pidgin English?
Of course. Now
I'm not so fluent. I can understand and then I can speak some, but like not to the level of these worry people.
No.
Pidgin English is for worry people.
Worry, no, they carry like
no. Like if you hear like a worried person speak pidgin, that's when you know that whatever you're speaking.
But the funny thing is very sweet in the ear, like when you hear them speaking. But of course I can speak pidgin. I love speaking, and the funny thing, I even speak pidgin better than English. That's the funny thing.
Are you serious?
I love
No, I'm not so fluent in pidgin. I can actually speak and understand some things, but like if it's very deep pidgin, when you worry, and it's so nice when they're saying it, but then I'm not very fluent in pidgin. What around your house represents your culture?
Oh wow, I don't have anything presently, but I have like nzu, I have unlo.
What do you use them for?
I just lick them. Like I love licking it. Although like back then they always say it used to it's not that healthy, you know, like I mean local clay, you know, they say it's not that healthy, affects the blood or anything, but I'm addicted to it. I just love eating it, you know. Yeah, so I have that in my house in America, but I don't have anything right here. Do you have anything?
I feel like for those of us who live here,
we don't
really put as much value or emphasis on these things.
That's true.
People who live in diaspora.
That's true.
Because maybe for you people need like constant reminders.
Exactly.
If I walk out the door, I'll see
things.
Do you understand?
That's
so
true.
I don't really have anything. I have some artwork that I got from the Lekki Arts and Crafts Village, just like of, you know, Igbo women tying like a headgear on their head. But like I don't really have like, you know, the sculptures or like wooden art and stuff like that. I don't really have anything like that at home.
I would actually like to get something like that, like to decorate it in my house.
Lord, if we had met earlier, I would have taken you to Lekki Art and Craft Market. There's so many nice things there.
Wow.
What's the time?
Wow, I don't think it's
3:38. There's no time, right?
No time.
No time. Aww.
Well, maybe next time.
Maybe next time. The last question is, what is a ridiculous question you were asked about your culture?
Do you live in a house? No, I live in a river. Yeah,
someone asked you. Do you live in a house?
They said, oh, they've heard so much about it. But you know the funny thing, they always call it Africa. But meanwhile,
they don't understand that Africa has over 50 countries.
You know, they always ask, like Africa. They always, you know, generalize everything. Africa. Is there? Do we have house? Come on now. I went like in Lekki, was it last week? We went house hunting because we want to get our house here.
Oh, and you posted that picture.
See houses. Like most of those houses, I've not even seen them in America. But come and see houses. But so for somebody to ask me that question, you know, there's just a very ignorant, you don't even know what to say. You look at the person from head to toe. Like, then in my heart, I'll be like, I sit down in the weekend. Like, it's crazy. How can you even think, you know, to ask that kind of question? Do you live in a house?
It's just very ignorant.
Where do I live? In the river or something.
In the river. I feel like the most ignorant question that I've gotten was actually here in Nigeria by, I think, someone who was not Igbo was asking me that, is it true that we eat human flesh? Something very human cannibalism, stupid kind of question. I'm sure so. I'm very serious.
Are you serious?
Yeah, a non-Igbo tribe asked me, someone that was not Igbo asked me if it was true that we ate human flesh. And I'm like, what kind of stupid question is that? No, we don't, like, So that's it for this tag. It wasn't as, was it quick?
No, it was quick. It's
just 16 questions. Yeah. So that's it for this tag. I hope that you guys enjoyed it, and please don't forget to go over to Omabelle's channel to check out the video that we filmed together. The Would You Rather tag. Please don't forget to check it out, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.